What is going on, everybody? This is Dave and welcome back to another installment of the 8060 Munich save here on Football Manager 2017. I hope you're doing all very well and I'm feeling happy and I'll show you why. The form has improved dramatically. In the last episode, if you never caught it, we got smashed by Schalke 4-1. But let's jump straight on to the roundup. I think I said in the last episode I wanted to pick up about 3 or 4 points from the next 3 games, and we started off brilliantly with a 3-1 victory against Azzopardi, who are a team who are expected to struggle slightly, but they took a really early lead, Miracle Bolland, and at this point I thought, you know what, the game was very limited on chances as it was, and we went into half-time 1-0 down, but Big Pat Copeland, an aggressive team talk we gave, Big Pat Copeland with a brace, 2 goals in 6 minutes in the 51st and 57th respectively. Then Big Max Ottel rounded off the victory in the 81st minute with a win. Another 9.0 rated for Pat Copeland with a man of the match as well. 2 goals, 1 assist. He's all of a sudden turned out to be an absolute beast. We then went and beat Gladbach. The first time we've done that in this series. We beat them 3-1. We actually went 1-0 down. Again, Julio Villalba? And then Henry Shehu, after half-time, grabbing his first goal for the club from the right wing. Ribamar grabbing 2 from left wing. And I'll show you shortly. I'm going to start trying to play him left wing and see how it goes. On paper, Gladbach had a big amount of chances, a lot on target, but couldn't put any away. Another solid performance. Pat Copeland with 2 assists with an 8.2, but Ribamar grabbing some goals again. Another 2 goals for him. And we completed it with a full house. Another 3-1 victory. We actually went 2-0 ahead this time. Pat Copeland with 2 goals in 2 minutes, 25th and 26th minute. They did grab a goal back. Lucas Klosterman right on half-time. But Max Ottel, again, rounding off the victory with an 85th minute goal. However, the match was overshadowed slightly with Olivier Ntcham, injured in the 3rd minute. We won't see him again this season. He's done his cruciates, I think it's 7 to 8 months, which is a real shame. He's been very good for us so far this season. But that, Pat Copeland, Ribamar on the left wing, Henry Shehu as well with another assist. Doing very well indeed. Some good wins there. 3 wins out of 3, and all of a sudden the league is looking a lot more generous to us. 6th in the league at the moment with 14 points. Already a much better start than what we could have expected. Pat Copeland with the most amount of goals this season, top goal scorer at the moment. Best average rating by quite far, and the most man of the matches. So a very solid start to the season for us. Next up we will play Cologne. However, we've got a cup game before that against the Zwei Bundesliga side, FC Kaiserslautern. And before we start that match, I'm going to show you then. I kind of changed the tactic to something like this. I wanted a little bit more support defensively, but at the same time, I still wanted good attacking threat. And how can I do that with, you know, I either have to play 2 strikers and it's not too attacking. You know, the wingers are a lot more defensive, but I've settled with this and it seems to be working quite well. We've got Loftus-Cheek just in front of the defence supporting them. As you can see at the moment, Ribamar, although he's kind of not suited or he doesn't enjoy that role so much, if you look, we're going to, well, he's not actually there yet. We're training him, if I click development, we're training him to be, pretty sure we were training him to be a left winger, but obviously not. An attacking left winger, and his stats all fit quite well, I think. His pace, acceleration, stamina, all fits well. You've got his flair, off the ball, work rate, all really decent. And I think he's going to be a very decent player for us. So we'll keep it as that at the moment. And we'll keep his position and role training as a left winger, because that's where he's going to be playing. He's done really well, as you can see. There we go, tactics. But yeah, he's played 2 games at left wing, 7.9 rating, which shows how decent he's been at the moment. And I think, you know, if we check the 2 games he played, that he scored twice, and I think he may have got an assist in the last game. I don't quite remember. But yeah, today we're going to jump into this game away from home. I want to do well in the cup this season. We haven't ever historically done too well in it. If you see, last season we got to the 3rd round. We were smashed by a lower league side there, but we started quite well. The year before, we didn't get past the 2nd round. We lost to Darmstadt, and the year before that, in the Zwei Bundesliga, we lost in the 2nd round to Hamburg, and in the 1st season, we lost in the 2nd round. So we never got past the 3rd round. So if we can win today, get to the 3rd round, hopefully we could do well. Last season, it was actually won by the final. It was won by Cologne, and they played, I'm pretty sure, a second division side. So it's definitely winnable. Hopefully we can do well today and grab a win. So here we are then, away from home in the cup today. Oh, they've got Kilobas. I never even realised. Look, top goal scorer there, Kilobas, who was, if you're new to the series at all, we've had him for a couple of years, but he was absolute crap. And we ended up sending him. He's starting up front. They're going to be playing a 4-4-1-1. It's Grill in goal, Aligi, Vaucoeur, Heinze, and Hirsch at the back. Stieber, Linsmeyer, Ring, and Zua, Hansa, and Kilobas up front. We're going to be starting with that same 4-3-3 almost, with Joe Hart. He's going to start in goal. Want a strong keeper. So Cross Bakayoko, who did start the last round, does miss out today. Kennedy is going to be playing left back. He can play there. The Juakai and Bagader with Rui Campos at right back, who we'll show you shortly. Max Ottel will start defensive midfield. Zelalem and Mezzini as well, who I'll show you shortly. And Jay Rodriguez with Andrada on the right. And Hadzic will start up front. Now, I'll start with Rui Campos. I wanted a different right back. He's a young Portuguese right back, 20 years of age. I think we brought him in on a free. He's doing quite well for the second side. So he's going to get a chance today. He may well become our kind of backup right back if he does well. Physically, he's really decent, to be fair. And physically, he's really good. And he's just got to work on some of his other technical stats and so on. The other player I literally signed just now today, Ardit Mezzini, who had he's young, 20 years old again, but stat-wise he's not too bad, and I think with so first team football he could do quite well for us. He's an Albanian under-21 international. So let's get on with this game then today, because we do have 2 games to get on to today, and hopefully it doesn't go on for too long. So off we go then in the cup, kick it towards the right-hand side today, in the second round of the DFB Pokal. So an extremely quiet first half, no highlights at all. So I'm going to go aggressive. I'm aggressively going to say I'm not happy, and that's what it is. It's fired them up. Hopefully we can get a couple of highlights now in the second half, because they're looking really, really dominant, and we haven't really got going at the moment. Not been brilliant at all. We've got a chance here though, maybe. Zelalem plays it short. Here's a Juokai, who will find Zelalem. Zelalem now has forced his way out to the wing. It's a ball in, and Hadzic scores. It's a goal for Hadzic. He's second of the season. Both coming in this competition. Poor defending there for Kaiserslautern. But also played for Gedeon Zelalem. He worked his way onto the left wing there. It's a low ball in. I think the keeper and defender hadn't decided who was going to go for it. And in the end, Hadzic takes advantage and makes it 1-0 here in the 55th minute of the game. And we've got a solid lead there. Throwing for Kaiserslautern. Andrada cuts it out. Here's Mezzini on his debut. Ottel into Zelalem. Gedeon Zelalem picks the ball up. Ring on a booking. Was after him. And Kilobas is through. Surely not. Kilobas. Of course he puts it wide. He's crap. He's crap. Kilobas misses. And we're still 1-0 up here. We're going to make a change. Zelalem's been good, but his sharpness and condition isn't bang on. So we're going to bring on... Actually, no. I'm going to bring off Ottel and bring on Loftus-Cheek to sit in front of them. Because Zelalem and Mezzini are both kind of replaceable for the next game. Ottel, I do want to start. So I want to keep him as fresh as possible. We're also going to bring off Jay Rodriguez. And we're going to give... I'm going to give Edward Sobel a chance at a more attacking position. We've only ever seen him at a left back or left wing back. So it'll be interesting to see him how he copes in a more attacking position. Here is Hadzic, and he loses out. And Kilobas will bring it forward again. Plays it short to Kurba. Ball back in, and Adlung, the ex-1860 man, has come back to haunt us, and he's scored it with 15 minutes to go. Remember, Adlung was such a great player for us in the first season, and the second season when we got promoted, to be fair. But it's missed by that shocking defender. Is it Bagador there? Yeah. And Daniel Adlung, they were queuing up, to be fair. And Adlung's the man that has poked it in. Corner in here, Zelalem. Headed away only as far as Kennedy. Oh, there you go. There's your red card, Alexander Ring. And it's put Kaiserslautern under real pressure. He's been asking for that all game, really. We do have a free kick from range here. It's Edward Sobel. And it's not far away. But Kaiserslautern, on paper, still looking very, very dominant. But not quite... Well, not brilliant at the moment. We're going to give Ribamar a fresh... a run out here for the last 10 minutes or so. Up front, of course, we're going to be seeing him a lot more on the left-hand side after he's been doing quite well. But let's see if he can do any damage at the striker position in the last 10 minutes or so. So, it's the end of the 90 minutes. It's finished 1-1. Aggressively, again, we're going to say I'm not happy. We're going to go into extra time here. And it's a shame because, to be fair, I've rotated the side enough to feel that I don't think any of these players will, well, centre-halves, Bagadura and Azzopardi actually will be in the team. We could possibly bring Peralta in, but Ribamar and Loftus-Cheek, we've got to just make sure that they're definitely fresh for the game. Loftus-Cheek picks up a booking. There we go again, half time of extra time. We don't really want this to go to penalties, so passionately we're going to demand more. And we'll probably go up to attacking for the last 15 minutes or so here. Coming into the game a little bit more, judging by the stats. But we just haven't threatened them enough, to be honest. And we're starting to tire in the middle. So we've gone up to overload. Is there going to be a goal here? Here's Victor Andrade towards Ribamar. Cleared up again towards Keelavas. This is a bit worrying now. Keelavas' shot was blocked. And now we can bring the ball back forward. Here is Victor Andrade bringing the ball forward. He's cut back. Please don't tell me that was a highlight. Please don't. Wow. Penalty shootout. Right then. I'm going to auto pick it. Zelalem, Ribamar. Joe Hart. Is he actually good at them? He's actually... That's strange. His finishing's crap, but he's pretty decent. But yeah, let's go with that. Let's see. We're penalty shootout. First one I think we've had. Keelavas scores. He scored against us. He's put the ball back and beats Joe Hart. I've not had much luck with penalties on this game, to be fair. Ribamar, his left foot. Great penalty as well. 1-1. Here's Corbett for Kaiserslautern. Oh, Joe Hart took a step towards the left and came back across, and he beat Joe Hart in the end. Next up is going to be Zelalem. Not been too bad today. And of course, he misses the penalty, doesn't he? Right, so we're behind in the shootout. Hirsch also misses. Great save by Big Joe Hart. Need to score. It's going to be Victor Andrade. Also misses. Straight down the middle. Easy save for the goalkeeper. Kaiserslautern with the advantage again. It's Linsmeyer this time who scores. He smashes it in. And it's advantage Kaiserslautern. We have to score to stay in it. It's going to be Eduard Sobel with his left foot. Does put this away. So we're still in this just about. But a goal here. And Kaiserslautern are through. And they are. So we're out of the cup via penalties. Very frustrating because I feel that team is definitely strong enough to do the job and should have won the game. So aggressively we say that wasn't enough because judging by the rating, no one did particularly bad. You know what I mean? No one had a shocker. 6.4s by Jay Rodriguez, who never really got going. Sobel as well, probably due, you know, just didn't do much. It's annoying, but we're gonna have to move back on. Hopefully we can pick the form back up in the league and hopefully we can get a win. So then we're here for the second game of the episode against Cologne, who are currently struggling. They're yet to win at home this season. They've got just 1 win out of 8. So they're down there in 16th. Hopefully, though, we could get a win today. Our key man, of course, Pat Copeland. Their key man is going to be Diafra Saka, who does start on the bench. But they'll start with Ulreich in goal, Hector, Heinz, Feist and Young at the back. Fomba and Stark in the middle. Julian Draxler, Schmidt, Clemens and Modeste. They got... What? Now, he got released from Wolfsburg, yeah? And I went to get him. But he did want about 100 grand a week. And we couldn't afford that at the time. He's joined Cologne. And they're really struggling at the moment. However, they do have Europa League football after winning the DFB Pokal. So is that in the way for them? And we're going to be starting with Joe Hart in goal. Hoshino back in at left back. Peralta, Azzopardi and Alexander Arnold at the back. Loftus-Cheek, Hinman. Or Heinemann rather, with Ottel. Ribamar on the left wing, Shehu on the right, and Copeland up front. Assertively, let's get our own back. I have faith in you, and let's get the defence looking good. So, off we go here, away from home, hoping to get back on winning form after the Shock Cup exit. A very poor performance there, but here's Schmidt for Cologne, and he put a shot just, it was going just wide, but Joe Hart collects it anyway. And we're going to start off this game with a free kick from range from Henry Shehu. Oh, it's gone in as well. And there you go, 30 yards out. Henry Shehu, the right winger from Nigeria, has popped up with an absolute peach. Now, it just didn't seem to have much power on it, but the dip is awesome. And the keeper can't quite get across quick enough. Maybe a poor mistake from the goalkeeper, but it's an absolute belter from Henry Shehu, who I had my doubts about. And he was kind of part of the reason we changed formation, just to get him involved a bit more. And here he is again. He's so quick. Great ball across. Pat Copeland for 2. Oh, and it's just wide. He beat the keeper as well. Pat Copeland just wide, and it was almost 2-0. Awesome play again from Henry Shehu. So half time, awesome start to the game. Quieting down a little bit towards the end, but Henry Shehu with a awesome free kick. A great ball as well to send Pat Copeland in. But passionately, we're happy with that so far. Strikers Copeland, you weren't that bad, but you could improve. And again, we'll say that again to the midfield and the defence. We can all improve. And there we go. Start of the second half. Hoping for another 3 points. And that'll be 4 wins on the bounce in the league. Cologne struggling at home at the moment. Julian Draxler's come off. Fombo's come off as well. So 2 changes for them. And they've gone to a 4-2-4 attacking wide formation. So they're obviously after a bit more going forward. Here's a ball towards Modeste. He didn't win it. They'll bring it forward now though. And Clemens into Anthony Modeste. To Stark. Diafra Sacco. Alexander got it away. And here's Henry Shehu again. Tried to go on his own, but there's a big chance here for Cologne. And Clemens puts it past Joe Harton in. And it was a mistake. Was it Henry Shehu who lost it? And unfortunately now it is 1-1. It was Jonas Hector who picked it up. And we just got caught really. Modeste with a good ball through. Possibly questions of offside, but Clemens just pokes it past Joe Hart. I think it was through his legs. With just under half an hour to go, it is still 1-1. So we're going to go team talk again passionately. Demand a bit more. We're also going to bring off... I'm trying to think... I like the front three at the moment. I don't want to change it too much. We've got to see what we could do the last 15 minutes or so. We're going to pause it. Alright, we're going to go with... we'll chuck Ribbonmar back up front with Copeland. We're going to put... we'll bring Loftus-Cheek up to here. We'll bring Kennedy on at left wing. We'll see what he could do. Or can we swap those over? No, we'll bring Kennedy on at left wing. We're going to bring Ribbonmar off for Hadzic as well. And let's see what those two could do up front on their own. I think we'll keep it as that at the moment. We'll see. We'll drop from counter to standard as well, just to see if we can change it up slightly. Cologne looking good, but 3 points would be massive here for us today to push us really in the within the big boys in the league. So we made our tactical changes. We're going to have one last passionate encourage to see if we can get anything out of this team. There is a chance. It's a corner. Shehu with the ball in, cleared away only as far as Hyman. Max Ottel on the ball, and it was blocked. Put it into the crowd, and it was blocked. And it's a free kick now. We're going to go to overload for the last into stoppage time, and I don't think it's going to be enough. As long as we can clear it away. Hart does collect it. As long as we haven't lost this game, but there was a big chance there towards the end. It's finished at the Rhein Energy Stadion. 1 goal each. And we were unlucky today, we'll say. Midfield... I'm going to leave that. But 5th now in the league. A win would have taken us to possibly 4th or could have even been 3rd. But Bayern at the moment at the top dominating. They've just beaten Werder Bremen 5-0, whose goal difference has taken a huge hit. So Shehu with a great game in the end there. I'm just going to say you were superb in front of goal. That free kick was incredible. The key is to keep that morale going. But unbeaten now in 4 games in the league. Next up, we're going to be playing Hamburg, who are currently 6th. They've started off well this season. You know what? We're going to come back for another double live comp. Bayern and Dortmund. There may well not be any points picked up in the next game, but Bayern and Dortmund, the reigning champions, have started off quite poorly. A win, though, will take them up to just behind us, but probably not the start they wanted. Lost 3 games already against teams who, albeit, aren't brilliant. Ingolstadt, Stuttgart, and Hamburg. There are better teams than them in the league. But in the meantime, we're going to be playing Hamburg, who are 6th in the league, Mainz, who are 13th, and Stuttgart, who are 7th. Again, 3 points, 3 or 4 points out of those 3 would be great. We've just got to keep our run going as strong as we can. And at the moment, I was going to say, are we unbeaten at home? But we did lose to Leverkusen. We're doing okay all round, really. Let's see if we can beat Bayern away from home, albeit still at the Allianz Arena where we play, and Dortmund at the Allianz Arena again. So until next time, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to the channel. Yeah, hit the like button if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And until next time, enjoy the rest of your day. I'll catch you all soon.